so I can read it on my dark display.
Yeah.
It's really difficult. So, you can make the announcement of where we're going in like a day.
Yeah, in a day and a half. So, we are going to be heading to North Carolina to go check out Lenovo's headquarters and do a bunch of cool Legionnaire stuff while we're there, because we are Legionnaires.
They have a whole slew of Legionnaire activities. I mean, we're talking like, are they secret? I think I'll leave a lot of them secret so we can show you guys on social media. You got to follow all those
secret.
stuff.
We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff, though.
The thing I'm looking forward to is looking at some of the prototypes and stuff that we had to sign an NDA for that lasts until 2024.
Yes, 2024. Yes, Rigor, thank you. Much better.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now I can tell when Rigor's talking.
Good on you, buddy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I didn't actually think you were going to do it. I was just like messing with
Rigor's
you.
a good guy like that. He'll take care of it.
Sweet.
So yeah, but we're going to be in North Carolina. There's a good chance there won't be a show next week because we'll either be flying back or not being able to find a space to actually stream from.
Yeah, they said that we might try to stream on Thursday, but there's a hockey game.
Yeah.
They're taking us to I don't even go to any sports events. I've been to one basketball game and one baseball game in my entire life, and that's it.
Did you used to play basketball?
I played basketball.
Okay, that counts as going to a sports event. You're participating in sports events if you're doing that.
If I'm dunking and then people are cheering, is that the same thing?
Got mad dunks going.
Son.
So yeah, honestly, we were talking about this earlier. Of all the sports that I would have to be stuck watching, hockey is at least super interesting because it's fast-paced and people get into fights.
Yeah, just go for the fights, right?
Yeah. Drink a couple beers, watch some people beat each other up. That sounds all right by me.
Yeah, but I'm spoiled with WWE. I'm waiting for a suplex or something. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, get him up. Oh, Is the audio?
What is wrong with it this time? Oh
okay,
I'm
not ready to throw this mic. Let me look at the audio options and see what's going on again. So I already changed them all. Last week it was set to some weird settings in Windows, and I couldn't change it. It wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
All right.
It was
sound
set
settings
to telephone.
Yep. Choose my output device. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Device properties. 1 second. Additional devices. God, I fucking hate Windows 10 with their additional device properties and more stuff. How many things do I need to click on?
Mm-hmm.
It says we're DVD quality, so.
Yeah, I don't know what else we can do.
It's compressed, huh? Okay, well, I've tried. Is it like a new Windows 10 thing that I don't know about? Why is it compressing our audio?
I have no idea.
It's what it's going to be today.
Yeah. We're still working out the kinks of this.
I'm going to take one more look here at Open Broadcaster and make sure our settings are okay. But nothing has changed. Microphone USB. Yep. Output. Where's the audio? Audio. We're outputting at 256, so it shouldn't be compressed at all, as a matter of fact. What the hell, man? Should be way better than last week. Streaming it through your TV. That's it. YouTube's right. We're using sign language.
Yep.
Anyway, I want your help, because one of the first things that we're going to do while we're there is they're taking us to dinner, right?
Yeah, so one of those nights we'll be going to this place.
See, these are the perks of being people with beards on the internet.
Yeah.
You get to go have fancy dinners in North Carolina. So this is in North Carolina, and so we're going to get a lot of the local flavor, and I want you guys to help us figure out what we're going to get, and I'll take pictures of this and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So
deep grits?
Deep grits.
Like grits with something profound to say?
These are the Aristotle of grits.
Yeah.
Wow. Where's deep grits? Deep
grits right here. Right there.
Crispy, creamy, old meal of Guilford
grit cakes.
Grit cakes.
With country ham cream sauce. And Texas Pete fried onions.
Texas Pete fried onions.
There's also the cornmeal crusted Carolina catfish.
Cornmeal crusted Carolina catfish. Cornmeal crusted Carolina catfish. Wow.
Yeah.
That Carolina catfish going. So come on, guys.
Yeah.
Look at this menu here. Luncheon ribeye.
Shrimp and grits.
I'm probably going to have to try these deep grits because it's buttermilk fried green tomatoes. I make fried green tomatoes at home, so I might skip that.
Okay. Buttermilk fried chicken livers, though.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Spring in the distance.
Yep.
This is some southern stuff right here.
Man.
Carolina mountain trout. Mountain trout.
You shut your mountain trout.
Mountain trout.
Pan-seared.
Hold on. Mountain trout. Wouldn't they be river trout? I mean, like...
I don't know if I've ever had chicken livers.
In Carolina, see, the thing is, it's so humid that the fish can actually get out of the water and walk around.
Like mud skippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what a mountain trout is. You'll be hiking and you look over and it'll be like flop, flop, flopping. Like, it's so humid that trout can just flop around.
Sharp cheddar and red oak soup.
That sounds... red oak?
Red oak?
Okay.
Not like the tree?
Just had chicken livers. Nobody's given us any suggestions right here. I'm sad here. Kentucky ribeye.
If I don't know any better, I'm going to get a salad. Come on, let's fix it for me.
How many different ribeyes they got? Luncheon ribeye, salt and pepper ribeye, Kentucky ribeye. Bourbon marinated and grilled and topped with bourbon butter. Mmm.
Hey, Ariuxie.
Give me some bourbon butter.
Ariuxie? That's how I'm going to say your name. Ariuxie.
How do you pronounce it?
I don't know.
Let's have a long talk about... Welcome to the party! Woo! Thank you very much, Lenovo and Intel, for sponsoring us as we do our shenanigans weekly. Wow, volume.
Yeah, wow.
And it's not compressed.
KY ribeye can't go wrong. Maybe.
Bourbon. It's too much meat for me. I don't know.
So, we're going to talk about... let's talk about this first thing.
The cities of the future?
The cities of the future.
Pistol, are you watching?
Yeah. Are you?
This has been lost.
For weeks.
Yeah. I've got a conspiracy theory here, and I messaged Pistol, and I was like, where's the remote? I can't find it. Did you possibly accidentally put it in your pocket when you were over here shooting and all that stuff? So yesterday she came over to help us shoot the video on the Lenovo Legion T73 that we have right here, and we did a little video on. It's going to be coming out in about a day. And... after she left, everything's fine. This was just in the middle of the floor. We've spent probably a combined total of about 8 hours looking for this.
One day I came into the office and spent 3 hours of my life, of my life and time, just tearing apart the office from top to bottom looking for this fucker.
Yes. And Pistol shows up and it's just in the middle of the floor, where I'd looked 700 times, just lying right here in the floor beneath us. Did you do this? Because I was like, do you have it? And she's like, no. And I bet she found it later and brought it back and put it in the floor, being like, I'll just leave it here.
Sounds like it.
Somebody better call her out and be like, hey, did you do this?
What did you do?
All right, back to our regularly scheduled.
Cities of the future.
All right, so... this is a little article on National Geographic where they're speculating as to what cities in the future will look like as we go. Right now we're 6.7 billion people. We're going to be at like 10 billion in very shortly by 2050.
By 2050.
Yeah.
That's like 9 billion people too many.
So it's just... I'm not blaming Pistol about that, by the way. No. But I'm going to give her grief about it.
But there is some sort of X-Files conspiracy going on with it.
Yeah, I need the X-Files theme about right now. So, when you look back in the 50s and you see these like retro futurism like posts and articles and you see people saying things like back in the 50s being like the world of the future, and it's like the Jetsons, right?
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we've got a little bit of that going on here because it's all an ideological, beautiful idea, but they don't take into account sociopaths that run the businesses. Yeah. And that sort of keeps everything in the dark ages. If we accelerated at the rate that we could have accelerated at, we would have colonized half the solar system by now, in my opinion.
Sure, it's like it's a very utopian idea of like how this city could work. Like this city is also assuming that everyone can just be hunky-dory with each other and, like...
You have to live really closely together.
Yeah, and, like, okay with that.
Right.
Which, as we all know, most people are not. Because people ruin things for people.
Yeah, most of the time when I go to New York, it's very... there are people who are like, oh, our neighbors are really cool, and we talk to them, we see them in the hallway and stuff like that. But there's also, like, this asshole, he gets his bare ass on his wood floors and sticks his legs in the air like a dog at 2 in the morning and scoots across the floor and he goes, ee, ee,
yeah.
ee. And then, like, I'm trying to sleep.
While blasting Rammstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On his bare ass. Like, there are people like that in New York City, and you just hate them, and you're like, what are they doing up there? So living like this, you're going to have some really soundproof environments, and you're going to have to be able to deal with... They said that the cities of the future will have a lot of shared facilities and shared amenities, allowing you to live in smaller areas. So you got this is their idea here. You've got some green space indoors, some trees and all that stuff, but you have these small living pods almost like they have in Japan. Sure. They're already doing this in a lot of places in Japan and some areas, Taiwan, China, where you have a small area to live in. And then there are some... Have you ever been to a shower in Japan? You ever taken it?
I've literally been to Japan for 20 minutes. Like, literally.
And also, in some places in China, there are areas where, you know, you've got to get ready to go to work and all that stuff. So you just grab your suit and you just walk out of the house, right?
Yeah.
And then you just walk into a place. It costs a couple bucks, and it's a shower. You walk in, and it's like you just stand there, and these like a car wash. They just wash you really quick, and it takes a couple minutes, and then the whole room dries, and you're done.
Okay.
You know, I'm wondering if they'll incorporate that kind of stuff into this.
Maybe.
But the idea is that at home you basically just sleep and maybe play some video games or something, but you don't do much else. Forcing everyone to be together all the time.
I'm good at anyways right now.
These are all idealized buildings with green spaces and solar walls and sky gardens and all that pretty stuff. Wind turbines on top.
Lots of solar panels everywhere.
Yeah.
Solar windows.
Drone commuting.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a thing.
Probably. I mean, we saw when we were at CES.
That's already
back
prototypes.
The other day, or the other week, or the other year, whenever. I don't know how time works. Time is a relative construct that is meaningless. So, but you know, we saw some already like drone piloted things like self-driving taxis for the sky and stuff.
Right. So you'll be able to just like use an app like Uber or something, and it'll call an automated drone, which doesn't have to worry about traffic congestion and stuff. They can fly higher or lower altitudes. You have another dimension to work with. Just fly and land on the roof, pick you up. So, and they're gonna like add more trees and green zones and wet areas. And this is the funniest part for me. Like, they're like, we're gonna have 600-mile-an-hour trains all over the place and just beautiful public transportation everywhere. But what about the automobile industry? Like, what about the automobile industry?
You know, I kind of don't care about the auto. Like,
I know, but what about the automobile industry and the automobile lobby and all the idiots that are in charge?
They can start building drones.
They could start building drones. Yeah, that would require them adapting their business model, and that's very difficult for dinosaurs to do.
The Chevy, like, Sky King.
The Chevy Sky King is showing up to pick me up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at America right now, and if you're someone from Europe and you come to any other city other than New York City, and you land, let's say you land in, like, I don't know, Seattle. Austin, Texas. Okay. You land in Austin, Texas. You're like, buses and cars? What? It's really a weird world. What happened?
Moobot voted itself as the sword slinger now. It's becoming self-aware.
What the hell?
Oh no, you guys. Moobot's had enough.
What the hell? Moobot's got the sword.
Can you scoot this over a little bit more so we can see the full chat?
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
You can see the chat. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying here? So
did the automobile industry care what happened to the horse carriage industry? No, they did not.
No, they did. But the thing right now is the U.S., all of our cities do not have good public transportation. And a lot of that is because the automobile industry and the oil industry lobbying against it. And there's even some stories of automobile companies and oil industry companies coming into certain cities and buying up the rights for public transportation, being like, we'll develop it, and then instead just being like roads everywhere. Roads, make everyone drive cars, traffic jams, smog.
I mean, there's also been like automobile industries and oil companies like someone will be like, cool, I figured out how to make a steam-powered engine that's small and easy enough to work on a car, like a steam-powered car. Boy, wouldn't that be great?
Right.
And they will go and be like, wow, that's some really great technology to buy. We're going to buy this up completely.
And then kill it.
Throw it in a basement somewhere and never let anyone see it.
Yeah, there's a pretty interesting documentary about Chevrolet killing the electric car back in the day, but it was inevitable, but it just delayed it by 20 years, you know what I mean? Like, the electric car should have already been a thing. So I'm worried that this sort of an idea of this beautiful mass transit stuff like they have in China and Europe is going to be a difficult sell in the corporatocracy that is America. I don't know about this.
I think we need tubes, like in Futurama, for pedestrians to, like, whoop through, like pneumatic postal tubes.
Right.
Yeah, they have those in Futurama for, like...
It's like what Elon Musk is developing for the Hyperloop, but just, like, individual-sized tubes.
Yeah, and they just lift you up and they move you like one of those little canister things, and they foomp, and
they foomp.
Yeah, you foomp all over the place.
So anyway, this would be really cool if it happens, but it's probably not going to in the same way. I mean, we've got a lot more of the Earth to destroy before we can get to that point, really.
Yeah, I mean, Mother Nature is still putting up a good fight.
I remember since like the 90s, the scientists have been saying.
Throw a link to that up in the chat.
What is it?
Someone's requesting to see a link.
Oh, link to this?
And since we're allowed to put up links in our chat.
Aha, there you go. A link for you. Very good. All right, moving right along then. Robot overlords. This is a little conversation I wanted to have. I'm going to bring up the Twitter thing from the other day where I asked everybody if they were going to be comfortable with this because it's interesting to me. Very interesting.
It's so interesting.
What's my name? I don't even know what my name is on Twitter.
Logan RTW.
_
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know what my password is. No. Hold on, I'm trying my password again. Hot damn, I didn't get in. One last try. I forgot my password for Twitter. Never mind then.
Okay.
How do I get to my tweets? There we go.
There
I
you
can
go.
see them.
See, like, come on.
All right, where's that thing?
What kind of idiot makes their password 1234?
It won't let me look at it. God damn it. Ah! I'm so upset right now. So anyway, I asked this question on Twitter the other day. I'll log in later. And most people are voting for couldn't be worse or yes, or they would kill. So there's couldn't be worse and they will kill the humans and then yes. That's what everyone's voting for.
I mean, we're already doing a good job of killing ourselves anyway, so like whatever.
But would you trust a robot to, Elon Musk and even Stephen Hawking is like, guys, we need to watch out for this AI. This could get out of hand. It could start looking at us and being like, you know what, you guys actually would do better in a cage. I was thinking kind of maybe a zoo. We can keep a few of you around, but really,
we don't need that many of you.
We've been programmed to sustain life, and there's too many of you, and you get in each other's ways, and you always fight so much. So we're gonna keep.
I mean, that's always the logical end that like any time any show about robots taking over comes to is like at some point they go like, well, the only way to save humans is to get rid of them all. Like it's always where it comes to.
Yeah.
Well,
it's too bad I did all the wrong passwords. Yeah.
Sure. I don't know.
Robots, anybody? The zoo have forced mating. That's what the incels want. They'd be all for it.
I hope that GIF just worked because I totally threw it up there.
What'd you throw up there?
The sex robot GIF now. That we have.
I don't know if it's working.
Yeah, we'll find out.
I need to spend a little time getting this thing set up.
We're still getting to know you. Sorry.
Well, the Lenovo T730 needs a little time. So I actually got to play with this thing quite a bit over the last week, and game performance pretty solid. So I only had a couple of gripes, and you guys can see those in the video. But I hope that Lenovo listens to the gripes and makes a couple of improvements. But I actually love this case. Some people don't like the spoiler on top, but I actually like the handle and the spoiler.
Plus, it makes it better for handling wind.
Yeah. I mean, when you're gaming that fast, you need a spoiler. Come on. I mean, Jesus. People.
Do the robots shred like on a guitar?
Of course they do.
Obviously.
I mean, load shred.bat.
Yeah.
Loads up like 10 different things.
Speaking of shredding on a guitar, hey, segue. Look at that. According to some Macquarie University Music Lab, death metal music inspires joy, not violence like everybody says it does.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Obviously, whenever I'm really, really frustrated, I put on heavy metal and just sit back and go into my zen place.
Yeah.
It's
so it's revealed that death metal fans are not desensitized to violent imagery. And many people enjoy sad music, and that's a bit of a paradox. Why we want to make ourselves sad. The same can be said a bunch of other types of music. But yeah, this guy is being like, no, death metal fans are really nice people and stuff, and like, you know, it's just more further proving, like, just because you watch violence doesn't mean you're going to promote violence.
Monomart, sparking joy since 1992.
Yep,
absolutely. I read this article and I went and looked at some, like, because there are some really disgusting, violent lyrics out there. There's even a genre of metal called gore grind, right?
Yeah.
Where they just talk about, like, you know, hanging people up by the genitals on meat hooks and stuff, and that's like the song lyrics, like, you know, Meat Hook Sodomy is I think a Cannibal Corpse song.
Sure, sounds fun.
Yeah, it's great. And they're just they're so offensive and vile that it almost becomes like a joke. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, this is the music's
like they're doing a snuff film or something. Like they're purposely being over the top.
Right, and it's like, this is going to bother your parents.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I don't actually like gore grind and that kind of stuff, but I like some of the people who do gore grind. Corpse Grinder is the name of the lead singer of Cannibal Corpse, who Nathan Explosion was partly modeled after him, and him and Conan the Barbarian, they put together to come up with this. So I was watching
Corpse Grinder is his name, like his mother call him up and go, Corpse Grinder,
get upstairs and finish cleaning your room. Yeah.
I don't care how popular a band is, Corpse Grinder. You can still make time to call your mother.
Look at this
Mama
guy.
Corpse Grinder.
Look at this guy's neck. Let me just bring this up. There we go. Corpse Grinder. Yeah. Look at his neck. Look at this guy's neck right there.
That guy looks like he stole somebody else's neck and then implanted it onto his already existing neck.
That's from headbanging. Nobody headbangs like Corpse Grinder. His neck is a straight line to the top of his head.
My God.
Look at it. Yep.
What?
Baltimore, Maryland, Corpse Grinder neck right there.
Jesus.
Look at his neck. Okay, the neck is bigger than the head in this picture.
That neck is an absolute unit.
All on its own. Absolute
Holy
unit.
fuck. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Lacronic. Absolute unit. Yeah.
That's what happens when you headbang this much, right? So I watched an interview with this guy. There he is headbanging, yeah. I watched a pretty funny interview with this guy this week, and someone asked him directly. They were like, okay, your lyrics are extremely violent, and all your songs are violent. Who are you singing this to, and who are you channeling in your head? Is it a politician? Is it like a friend that really fucked you over? Or who are you channeling these lyrics towards? And he was just like, nobody, man. And they were like, well, what do you go into? He's like, I guess there's one song, Kill, 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 or whatever it is. And he was like, that song is about the Alliance. And they're like, the Alliance? He's like, yeah, I'm totally Horde.
Judging by his tattoo that he has on the bottom of his arm.
Right there, he's like, Horde all the way, man.
You can see a better one down here.
A better one down here.
Or keep going. That one right here.
Which one?
That one. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that freaking Horde tattoo.
Look, he's totally Horde. We on the screen there.
You
look at that
nerd.
Look at that. He's totally Horde.
Damn nerd.
And whenever he sings whatever it is, Kill, 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 or whatever, he's like, this one goes out to all you Alliance fuckers.
Yeah.
But the song wasn't even written for them. But that was like all he said. So he's really docile and chill, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill you," but that's not said to anybody. And I'm just saying that.
There are like, if I may somehow make this about Dungeons and Dragons, because I always can.
Please do.
There are so many different metal bands and stuff like that when they talk about like lyrics and like fighting demons and stuff like that, there's so many of them that if you ask them about it later, they're like, yeah, that happened in a D&D game we were playing. Yeah. Like half, I don't know, Dragon Force isn't super metal, but like Dragon Force, like we play D&D on tour. You know, when we're on the tour bus going somewhere, like we play Dungeons and Dragons and you know shit like that. Like so half the time it's just them like bragging about shit they did in Dungeons and Dragons, but putting it to music. Like,
it's a lot of it is D&D.
Yeah.
And okay, even the name of like one of my favorite bands, Monomarth. They're like the death metal band. They're the Viking metal band. Monomarth is the name of a mountain in Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
It's fantasy. It's all stuff fantasy. fantasy's fun. It's
freaking Led Zeppelin, like one of the originators of metal, like they talked about Gollum and like hobbits and stuff in like half their songs because they could.
Right.
Like
so the whole fact that death metal inspires joy is because it's an escape. It's a fantasy world.
Yeah.
Even when it's gory, even when it's ridiculous, even when it's over the top, even when the bands are satanic. I don't know of any bands that are actually satanic that believe in Satan. They're just being ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a fantastical, asinine, ridiculous escape.
Like, have you ever watched the movie Heavy Metal? Like, it's
pretty much
literally
what it is. All right. Enough metal, guys.
All right.
Yep. Gaul. Gaul is awesome. So.
All right.
All right. So just gonna mention and move on. Right? How about that?
Yep.
That's it. I'm just put it on the screen. Delete your Facebook.
Delete it.
Maelstrom's a great website. Who's saying that? I can't. Mike.
Yeah. We can't read your name, Mike Hickey.
Yeah, because it's blue.
That blue doesn't show up.
Rigor changed his to green because he's better than you. No, I'm messing with you.
Currently, Rigor's our favorite. Yeah, so.
This is fun.
Yeah.
So DARPA's spending $10 million on an open source secure voting system. And they're actually going to be developing some part of this in Oregon with a company who's been working on some open source secure stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't have a lot of this stuff in the first place, but they're saying, hey, now that it's open source, people are going to be able to look at the code and see how secure it is and test it. They're actually going to take some of this stuff to DEF CON, which is like the big hacking convention, and let people mess with it, which is
a really great idea.
Pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
The one problem I have with this is the fact that it's DARPA. I don't trust DARPA. Even though DARPA produces some of the coolest scientific, or the coolest robotics, coolest AI, coolest scientific achievements.
Yeah, but they also produce some of the like most nefarious things for killing people.
That's the whole. That's the reason they produce it.
Yeah.
You know, like they come up with these amazing things because DARPA, you know, they're research and development and all that sort of thing, but the government hires them to do things, and it's like the government comes to them and it's never like, hey, we want to explore space, or hey, we want to figure out how to cure diseases. They're like, can we blow up a lot of people?
Moobot just keeps on being the sword slinger.
What a selfish brat.
Moobot, you dick.
Wow. You cat.
Something's wrong here.
Jesus. So anyway, I think it's interesting that DARPA is going to be doing this because I trust them about as far as I can sling a piano, and whenever DARPA is involved, I always feel like there's some nefarious government thing going on because it's always, DARPA works on robots to kill people. DARPA is working on artificial intelligence to kill people.
Yeah.
DARPA is working on spaceships
to kill people. Yeah.
You know,
from space.
Because the government pays for killing people. The government doesn't pay for things that are nice. Come on.
I mean, I guess it's better than Russia doing it. Hey-oh.
Russia pays the government to pay DARPA.
Yeah, ooh.
How deep does the money go? Yeah. No, I'm not going to skipping this one. What's next on the list?
Smoke screen.
I can't see to press the button for the screen. Lovely. No one goes to Tumblr anymore. Well, okay, no, still people go to Tumblr, but...
Yeah, but like 1/5 of the users have deserted the site since they removed the boobs. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, like, duh.
They said no boobs and everyone got the fuck off.
Yeah. Tits or GTFO. Like, that was it. And people went with the GTFO option. Yeah.
The thing that's interesting for me about this, and I'm going to tell you guys something. I used Tumblr. I actually used it. And can you believe that? I actually used Tumblr for nudity. Yeah, I used Tumblr for nudity. I used it for artistic nudity, like sharing my art nudes that I do of me in the woods with my nakedness.
Yeah.
You know, you guys... there's lots of pictures out there on the internet of me naked in the woods. I just want them to Google me naked in the woods and see.
Trending on Google right now.
On Google.
Yeah.
I had all my artwork, but it curtailed a lot of artwork. So,
I mean, and like it curtailed a lot of like tattoo sites and stuff too, because like, oh, you'd see some skin if someone was showing off their side piece or something like that. Like it was.
Yeah,
it's really not okay.
One of the thing about this is that America needs to get yikes. I got a yikes. Yes. Did you Google it yet?
Yeah.
You're not gonna find anything. Maybe you will. The thing that's weird to me about this is that America has this strange thing with sexuality where like there are some pictures that are still on Tumblr that are extremely graphically sexual. Mm-hmm. You know, like bondage shots or people like just doing really sexual things to each other, but they have all the appropriate parts closed, so those are okay. But then there's like a topless picture or someone without a shirt on doing something artistic, like posing in the woods and the fawn is frolicking nearby and a rabbit's happy but that's like nope. That's porn. So America has this really weird thing where as long as you could be as awful and graphic as you want, as long as the little tape is here and something like
as long as we don't have to see nipples.
I think it's just such a strange rule here. Like in France, you could have a shampoo commercial and there can be naked people, and it's like no one cares. So, is that religion trying to keep us? Is that religion? Because religion seems to like love violence. I read the Bible; that's got a lot of violence in it.
Yeah, but they don't like sex.
Yeah. You ever read Song of Solomon?
Because it's easier to control people if you control how often they have sex.
Well, that's the Catholic Church's idea, you know. But have you read
the biggest industries on the planet?
You ever read Song of Solomon?
No.
Let's just sit here and read Song of Solomon. I'll read that, and then I'll read 50 Shades of Grey, and I'll go back and forth, and you guys will have to pick which is which.
Can I read one as Skeletor, and you pick the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you guys will.
In a sexy Skeletor voice.
I think it's got stuff like her breasts were like fawns hopping toward me, like that's Song of Solomon, you know. Yeah.
I would not want that to happen. I would be scared if breasts were hopping towards me.
I've got a lot of fond memories of that.
Fondling memories of that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, God. Yeah, Christian parents are trying to keep their kids away from sex, and then they give them a Bible, and then they flip to Song of Solomon, and they're like, what's the...
Yeah.
The devil invented the nipples. That's why I'm feeding my baby nothing but smoothies.
Yeah.
The frisky chest.
Mm-hmm.
The frisky chest. Okay, I think that's enough of that. But
what is a frisky chest?
I don't know what a frisky chest is.
Either.
I believe Showtime is from. Is that how you say Showtime? Is it from? Are you from the UK?
Like poutine?
I want you to be from Wales. Can you be from Wales? Please be from Wales.
Or Denmark, maybe.
Or Denmark, I guess.
I like Denmark.
Denmark's cool, but I want him to be from Wales. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why this is up here.
Oh.
Skipping on to that.
Cool.
Hey!
What's this? Whoa!
Have you bought one of these yet?
Wow.
Are you cool enough to buy one of these?
What an interesting store front. There are so many fun and unique articles of clothing, as well as gaming hardware and peripherals that you just can't get anywhere else.
We got a really swell review this week that I wish I could read, but I don't have it with me. But someone reviewed one of our things on Amazon. They said, I have to buy another one of yours, and I need a bigger one for my desk, because I found that out of all the ones I've used, yours has the best material. Where did you get this? How did you get this? So we went to China, and I looked at several different factories.
Yeah.
I actually went on the ground and looked at the factories to make sure that they were good. And I found sort of it wasn't even really a mousepad place. It was more of like a raw materials rubber factory. And they were making mousepads. They actually had some mousepads for Razer and...
Rigor, you probably need a new mousepad to go with all those mice that you already have.
Yeah, you gotta get one of these.
Yeah.
So anyway, they actually had some stuff for Razer and SteelSeries on the premises that they'd made, but I think they were more like hard mousepads. And so I checked out all the stuff they had, and I was like, I want this material with this rubber on the bottom, and that's pretty much what it was. So they've been really doing well. And Joker did a test video comparing these to a bunch of other mousepads from other stuff, and these tracked better than most. Actually, they were the best on his video. So.
Take that.
I like our mousepads. I know that some of the other YouTubers out there are now using the same supplier that I found. So I'm cool with it, I think.
It's fine. It's fine.
Give me
whatever. It's fine.
Give me royalties. I went over to China and sweating that Chinese heat. The Chinese heat's different.
It's advanced heat.
That's some advanced heat.
Yeah.
Go to China. They get advanced cars. Advanced railways, advanced heat.
Yeah. Kind of bummed that when we go to North Carolina next week, it's going to be colder there and it's going to be super duper nice here.
Nice? I'd take, and we're going to North Carolina, it's going to be 30s and 40s, maybe a little bit into the 50s. I'll take that any day over 60s. It's going to be 60s here? Screw that.
Yes, Joker, the heavy dude on YouTube.
The heavy dude?
Yeah.
Heavy with knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joker's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Daisy.
He ain't heavy, he's my brother.
What?
Song.
Okay.
I was just thinking that if you make the light with the Lenovo System Red or Deep Orange, it'll look like an oven.
An oven?
Like our our Lenovo Easy Bake oven.
I'm gonna oven this thing right now here.
All right.
There we go.
There we go. How's that?
Just wait for that to show up there.
Just yeah. Cookies will be ready at the end of the show.
Miami Mercenary. He wants a wireless mouse. I probably won't do a wireless mouse unless we decide to keep making a lot of hardware.
Yeah. So. Do you guys remember creepy crawlers?
Creepy crawlers.
Creepy crawlers.
What is a creepy crawler?
So creepy crawlers was the boy solution for using an Easy Bake oven. They made a thing where you filled things with the plastic goop, and you could make all these different bugs and stuff.
Creepy
and then
crawlers?
You put them in you put them in the light bulb based cooking oven, and you make these weird little things that were supposed to scare your sister or whatever. But you can make all kinds of bugs and stuff. Creepy crawlers.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, come on. All right. You Easy Baked bugs. Thank you, Lacronic. Yeah. Creepy crawlers.
All right, we're looking this up.
Yeah.
There's got to be like a commercial or something for this. Is there one?
There's totally, yeah.
Super oven right here. You ready for this?
Yep.
Let's get some.
that was when you could make like Power Rangers and stuff in it too.
Okay, Super oven review. There's got to be a commercial. There we go.
1960s. 1960s. No way that came out in the 60s. Oh wow, it did come out in the 60s. Jesus.
All right, let's get some desktop audio going here. We got to. Ready? Where's the desktop button there? Right there, right?
Okay. I didn't know they came out in the 60s.
Creepy crawlers. Now let's make it bigger. Jesus. Look at this thing.
The Thing Maker.
The Thing Maker.
For making all kinds of spooky things that
will
spook out people. Oh my God. The Plastigoop. Wow.
There it is. Plastigoop. The 60s.
I didn't know this came out in the 60s.
Whoa. Look at that stuff.
You being in Oregon, you can make a PC case that is also a bomb.
Okay, I want to note something here. This is not marketed just for dudes.
No,
like keep like the girls like, ooh, yay, a spider.
Like in the 90s commercial for it, it was like make these things and then put them in front of your sister's door and she'll fucking freak out.
Oh man. Yeah, the 90s started. Like the mom. That's just bothering the mother. Yeah. Harass your parents. The dad's like, I'm not having any of this shit.
Why did I buy him that creepy crawler set?
Look at the dad's like, fathers, you can have remorse while trying to have a pleasant day reading the paper. Like, how is that part of marketing? Like, buy this for your kids. You're gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I guess we could make a bong case. I mean, you don't have to be in Oregon to build a bong case, really.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to just sit there and breathe in baking plastic. Like, those fumes, though. So anyways, creepy crawlers, yeah.
Okay, you guys ready for some controversy?
Oakland said I didn't survive Normandy for this shit.
Oh God, that needs to be like a. We need to meme that guy pulling his glasses down like this shit again. Like,
yeah.
Like who reaches over and pulls their glasses down like this?
Yep.
Like, sure. Nice. Okay, let's talk about the Epic Store because that's everyone's favorite game store now, officially.
No, sure.
Yeah. Isn't it everyone's favorite game store?
No.
No one on the internet would ever.
I don't use it.
You don't use it?
No, the only reason I even have Epic is because when they gave away Subnautica for free.
Yeah.
That was like, I was like, well, I do want to play Subnautica.
And Axiom Verge.
Oh, sure. But like that's literally the only reason I have it.
Yeah, GOG is the king, but
yeah.
I want to talk about what Tim Sweeney from Epic has been talking about. And everyone's freaking out. Has a Vega Nano and oh good lord. Maybe I'll call him and he'll send it to you maybe. That Vega Nano. So anyway, everyone's freaking out about the store, right? And they want more features. And Steam is clearly the king when it comes to features. It's got a million things that no one ever uses, right? Like, I mean, you use some of them, right? But whenever I mention like Good Old Games or the Unreal Store or whatever, people start citing all of these features of Steam. Like, it doesn't have this, it doesn't do this. Have you ever used any of that shit you just mentioned? No, but it doesn't have it. Like, come on, you use like a few things. You use chat, you use matchmaking, you use...
Sure.
But it doesn't have like cards and all that stuff. Okay, fine. Anyway, Tim Sweeney, he doesn't care about you guys. He doesn't care about the consumer experience right now. Doesn't care. He doesn't think that's important at this point in time. Right now, he's busy trying to win the next generation of gamers, and he might be onto something here. As much as everyone screams and moans and belly aches, he's going after the games and the makers of those games and trying to get them onto the Epic Store as exclusive. I think it's evil, but he might be onto something. Like, let's think about this. What if Half-Life 3...
Folkman says, to be fair, one of the big things in the store is the search feature. Steam can find any game on keywords. Epic Store can't find anything without the exact title of the game.
Epic added a search feature yesterday.
Yeah.
So they're adding features all the time. They added a search feature yesterday, so that's no longer a big deal. It's there. Search feature's there.
Yeah.
And they're adding new features slowly. They're not really interested in reviews all that much. I mean, they're not really interested in this being a democracy. They're interested in it being like, we're going to get all these games that you really, really want, and they're not going to be anywhere else. And to me, it's kind of strange to have exclusives on your PC.
Sure.
Like, it's still a PC game, but now it's exclusive to this one.
But you can only play it through this.
Yeah. So, and there's a lot of concerns about still the privacy, and people are every day coming out with new things about that. Nice sponsor, yes. Thanks to Intel and Lenovo. Mike, why is your name still blue? I've warned you about this once, buddy. Mike.
Sophisticated gaming that's savage inside.
Savage?
Yeah.
Savage. No one says savage anymore.
That's what they said.
You can't say savage anymore.
That's what they said.
Donald Trump Jr. has ruined the word savage for us all because he started using it on Twitter, and now it's like, nope, no one can say savage anymore. He has put it into the grave.
Wow.
Because now that jackass is using it to say things like, like when his father was joking around about murdering natives, and Donald Trump Jr. jumped in there and was like, savage. It's like, nope, the word is dead. The word is, anyway. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the use of the word savage. This is sophisticated, though.
Yeah.
But I can't use the word savage. I don't care. I don't care if they pay how much they paid us. I'm not calling it savage. Oh, okay. God.
Let's move on to the next thing.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Anyway, before we move on, I want to know whatever you guys think. If the Epic Game Store ends up getting the 10 best games...
Thank you, Mike.
The 10 best games of this year. Oh, much better. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes! All right, Mike, you get a pie mailed to you by someone else who's going to volunteer to do it. If Epic had the best 10 games of this year and the best 10 games of next year, and you could only get them on the Epic Store, would you ignore those 20 games that are the best games?
Mike is all treble.
It's trebling.
Yeah.
I thought we fixed this thing, but I'm going to have to really figure out what's going on with this mic. All treble, huh?
Yeah.
Right here in River City. So I want to know, would you guys ignore Epic, or would you finally be like, you know what, those 20 best games, I've got to play them, and so I'll just use Epic. And then after he gets those 20 best games on there that are exclusive, then then Tim Sweeney and Epic will be like, okay, now that all the people are here, now we'll make the experience a little better. But he thinks that the games are the most important thing, because he said we can make the best experience in the world, but if we don't have games, because right now they don't have a lot of games. They don't have games, no one's going to use it. So the launcher wars, yep. It's like the console wars all over again, except it's not. This is like, everyone's acting like this is as bad as the console wars, but this is like buying a Nintendo and then having to install Sega on your Nintendo and being upset about it. And to me, that's kind of how it is. It's like, yeah, just take us a couple more minutes, and then there's that whole thing of like, are they spying on us? So,
well, yeah,
they got to answer that question. Anyway, this dude looks 50. I think. Have you noticed he's aging faster than he should? Maybe he's stressed.
Yeah.
He's like 26 years old.
Ugh, he really looks old. Why is that video showing up there?
I don't know. There
it is.
Come on, man.
So he was paid $1 million to promote Apex Legends.
$1 million.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being 50, but not when you're 26.
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking he's a little stressed. That money, and all those obligations and stuff. And this is what happens when you don't swear. Oh. He's holding it all in, and it's wrinkling his skin.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. We're judging him. It's ligma. The ligma. He's gotten ligma from... God, I think PewDiePie and him got together, and he contracted ligma from PewDiePie. Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that money? His hair's fine. Come on, Miami. His hair's fine. You don't like his hair?
No.
You know why I say it's fine?
Why?
I wouldn't do it, but he can do whatever he wants. Makes
him look really pale, though.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess it's like his signature or whatever.
I don't know. The anti-aging stuff is like right around the corner, so... Like that hair on a chick. All right?
Okay.
Well, get you...
Or an anime.
An anime.
Yeah.
I like the word word anatomy being one word.
Anatomy.
Yep. So $1 million.
Yeah.
It's gonna make it hard for like companies who don't have $1 million to spend on Twitch streamers to get their game out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
look at.
I'll play Apex Legends for $1 million, EA. Whatever. Show me the money and I'll play Apex Legends all fucking day.
Are you gonna censor yourself in front of the children?
All freaking day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. That's enough of Ninja on our stream.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. What's this?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. I mentioned this earlier, but people are going through here saying that Epic is tracking you, right?
Yeah.
And Epic has responded saying that they're not actually tracking you. I don't know.
Well then, if they said so, then it must be true.
They're like, no, what you're seeing there is not actually tracking, it's other things.
Cut a hole in a PC case and fuck it for $1 million.
Would you do it for 50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot I'd do for $1 million.
Is there?
Yeah.
You know, EverQuest just got an expansion recently. There's still thousands of people playing EverQuest. Have you played EverQuest?
Like a million years ago.
Did you call it EverQuest or EverCrack?
EverCrack.
EverCrack?
Yeah.
Okay, in the audience, EverQuest or EverCrack? I mean, most people I know called it EverCrack, and I had this one guy, one of those church guys I was mentioning earlier, and he would not call it EverCrack. He called it EverQuest.
Yeah.
And like we'd always be like, "Oh man, he's playing EverCrack," and he'd be like, "Yeah, he's playing for EverQuest." He'd just respond with that all the time. I guess the word crack is too scary if you're a religious person.
I had a friend who was like a straight A student in high school and stuff, and then started playing EverQuest, and his grades just tanked. He went from being like on the honor roll to barely making it through high school, and it was 100% because of EverQuest.
Okay, what is he doing now with his life?
I have no clue.
Oh, he's not like the president or something?
No.
He's the president of the something society. I don't know, the Michigan Horticulture Society. He did well for himself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a good job? I don't know. Had a ranger in EverQuest that could take out, that could tank most others.
Out-tank most others.
Out-tank, okay, yeah. Still going. There are literally dozens of them. That's pretty good.
Dozens! Speaking of there being literally dozens of us, for those of you that haven't followed already, the last part of season 5 of Arrested Development is on Netflix as of today. So that's why I'm wearing my blue shirt. Yeah.
This is pretty cool. Valve has updated their Steam Link software, and before you could play Steam Link on... first it was like a little device, right? You had to have the device plugged into your TV, and then they're like, you know what? You can play it inside your network in the house on whatever other devices you have. You can stream to other things.
Sure.
So now Steam has updated it so that you can connect with your app and play remotely. You can log in.
Pretty rad.
Yeah, you can be like somewhere else and log into your home computer and just stream the games that way. So that's pretty freaking cool.
That's pretty awesome.
I don't have much else to say about that, but as long as your internet connection's good.
Oh, hey, we have a month till Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, huh?
Yeah.
I really didn't want to watch Game of Thrones when it first came out.
Yeah.
I wanted to wait until everything's done and just watch it all in one sitting so I could yell and scream about like all the things that they're doing that I bet George R.R. Martin will not do in the books and be an old grumpy...
He won't do them because they'll never write the books, but that's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about Game of Thrones is I'm going to have to watch it immediately when it comes out, or I'm going to have to figure out some way to avoid going out in public or going on social media because it's going to be spoiled instantly. So, yeah, I'm going to have to just watch it or else risk being spoiled.
Guys, I'm going to say this right now. Sansa is going to win the Game of Thrones. Sansa Stark will win Game of Thrones. I'm telling you right now. Homegirl is going to win it all.
I don't know. I think it's going to be...
Team Sansa over here. She's going to win it all.
I think Varys is going to come in with some side thing, and put someone else on there who's like, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I think Varys is going to be in charge of somehow manipulating it so that they get someone who's good for the realm.
Sansa Stark. Yeah,
maybe.
But then, because Jon's going to get the reveal of, oh, bruh, that's your aunt. And he's going to be like, ooh.
Did I knock her up?
Yeah.
Well.
Pretty sure, I bet Tyrion Lannister is going to die by the end of the season 2. He's going to die sacrificing himself for the company. Because no Lannisters can survive.
You don't think so?
That's I feel like the whole point of it is to completely get rid of the Lannisters by the end of this.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a good ending.
Cersei even tells Jaime, we came into this world together, we're going to die together. So he's going to die in some poetic way where she, poisons him and he stabs her right at the last second and they both die together because whatever.
Okay, if George R.R. Martin followed the rules of foreshadowing, but he doesn't always do that. A lot of times it's like you're sitting there and you're watching, right? And it's like you're watching a plot line and the arc is 2/3 of the way through, dead.
Yeah.
And you're like, I was fucking watching that arc right there. I was watching the character. No, he's dead. It's over.
All right, so there we go. No more spoilers.
Yeah. I can't listen to this. Do we give away anything?
I don't think so.
Future spoilers. We don't know. We don't know anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Killjoys are good.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the Boltons.
Yeah, Bruce Bolton's going to take it all.
Yeah.
Wait, we should put the desktop audio on for this.
All right, get it.
It's freaking epic.
Yeah.
Wow, Captain America's really let himself go.
All right, that's enough. Where's the mouse? Can you guys handle this? Windjammers 2.
Yeah.
They said this would never happen. And here it is. Look at this.
Look at that guy going Super Saiyan.
Tennis? Nah. Yeah. Badminton? No. What do I wear? Socks and sandals? Hell no. No. The game is Windjammers.
Yeah.
Way better than tennis.
Take that. All right. So anyway.
Can't hear desktop audio? I don't know. Maybe it was off.
Too late now.
Too late. Yeah.
Yep. Moving on.
Why do all the guys look like girls in Japanese anime? I don't know. Do they?
Is there a joke at the end of this?
Do they look like girls? Hold on a second. Let's go back to this guy right here.
Look at that lady.
Hold on. Pardon me, ma'am. Restrooms in the other direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Square jaw. Muscle figure. Handlebar mustache. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Miami. Pink hair? He's so tough that...
It's ninja in the future.
Ninja on roids with a pair of shades.
This is what happens when he tries to take the anti-aging thing. Yeah.
Hey, if you guys like Left 4 Dead, wave shooters.
Yeah, so Left 4 Dead developers are, because Valve has pretty much put any Left 4 Dead stuff on ice forever.
Because Valve doesn't make video games anymore.
Yeah, so the company has been bought by Warner Brothers, and they are going to be doing a Back 4 Blood zombie shooter. Nice, wave shooter stuff. I don't know. I'm really excited about this because it's either going to be super awesome or it's just going to be kind of meh. But with games like Vermintide 2 out now that have really set a higher standard for wave shooters, this could be really, really awesome. I mean, I'm a little bit over zombies at this point. Zombies have kind of been done into the ground.
I remember zombies were just we were complaining about zombies for years. Everyone was like, more zombie games, and now it's just the point where it's like, whatever. It's just zombies forever.
Yeah, it's a zombie. Okay.
Zombie forever.
Yeah. So hopefully they'll find a way to still make this really entertaining, even though it's a zombie-based thing.
Warner Brothers, more like back for loot boxes. Oh God.
Oh, nice.
Was it Pacapalos? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Pacapalos?
Pacupalos? Pacupalos? Pacupalos.
Pacupalos?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, but this looks like it should be awesome. Hopefully.
We'll see how these loot boxes end up playing out.
Here we go. Borderlands 3. Fucking finally. That's all I really need to say about this article. Is freaking goddamn on time. It took you long enough.
That's all.
That's all I really need to say.
Just this.
Yeah.
What if they're trolling us?
The Gearbox would.
What if they're trolling us and they're actually making a different cel-shaded game? And they put this picture up with the Boston, March 28th.
Yeah.
Like, what if... Come on.
Yeah, man. Borderlands 3.
Oh, God, the reaction.
Wow, freaking time.
No. Look at all these reaction gifs. Yep.
Yep.
Come on. If I was Gearbox, I would troll the shit out of people and then make everyone hate my company.
Working on a game that rhymes with Borderlands B. Like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Claptrap approved. All right. What's this? This is all you.
I had this one in.
I don't know anything about.
Disney has reinstated James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
But wait a minute, he made a pedophile joke 27 years ago.
Right. So they kind of took a look at it, and he talked with some of the Disney execs, and they were kind of like, "Well, you've really fallen on your sword about this. You never trash talked Disney the entire time, and you have." Disney was finally like, "But he hasn't done that for a long time, and has proven to be pretty rad,
right.
And he's kept up with all of our Disney standards and practice since being hired on by us. So maybe we got a little too ahead of ourselves here." So after he finishes up doing the Suicide Squad sequel, he's going to be doing Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
When I first saw all the drama that went on with this, I was like, of course they got to get rid of him. He said this shit that's disgusting. And then someone was like, yeah, he said that 20 years ago. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Because my first reaction was that's garbage. You can't let someone do that. But I didn't know how long ago it had been.
Yeah, but this was also a James Gunn that was fresh out of fucking Tromaville. He had just got done working with Troma and was still trying to be a reactionary.
Right.
He never, followed through on any of that stuff that he said either. It was strictly just for reacting content. So, they kind of realized, maybe we were kind of dicks. So...
I can't wait to see what the backlash is going to be on this from people who want to hold things over people's heads, as they said when they were kids, right?
Yeah.
Because I want to go back through their histories.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, will you let us see what you said when you were 12? I want to know. I don't really care, though.
Am I out of touch? No, it's everyone else that's wrong. Yes. Okay. Now we get to talk about D&D. You're welcome, Rigor. So... they are going to be putting out a 5th edition version of the Expedition to Barrier Peak.
One of Gygax's modules, right?
A Gygax module. And I gotta tell you, this was always, one of my favorite modules. So, that talks about this, and it's if you haven't heard about what happens in this module at this point in your life for playing D&D, spoiler, but... so this is the one where it's we're going on this expedition into this mountain to find this horde of stuff, and then you find a spaceship. And then aliens and the Froghemoth, which is my absolute favorite D&D monster of all time.
I'm going to bring up a picture of the Froghemoth because we need to see the Froghemoth.
Yeah. And so, you discover this crashed alien spaceship, and then you have to start dealing with alien bullshit.
Is this the original right here?
Yeah, that's the original one.
Yeah,
that's probably from the...
Probably is.
Yeah.
You don't have a bigger picture of this thing? Tiny.
No. But this is the current one from 5th Ed.
Fifth
Ed.
Ed.
Look at that thing.
Come on, man.
The Froghemoth.
Oh, it's got those adventurers right there?
Yep. It's... yeah. So...
the Froghemoth.
This is just one of those things that it was when your DM all of a sudden just throws in sci-fi elements and you're just like, what? No, okay.
Whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that model.
Yeah.
The Froghemoth. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm really excited they're going to be re-releasing this for 5th Ed. It's going to be awesome.
What's the name of it again for everybody? Let me go back to that page. That's the Expedition to the Barrier Peaks?
Yep.
There it is. There it is.
Gygax original, one of his best.
Wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Why is it light? I haven't logged in. I want to make it dark. Make it stop.
Get over it.
I can't handle light.
You need to leave, though.
I'll leave. I have to leave too.
Yeah.
I don't want light themes.
Deal with it. Cope.
No, it's
We're gonna
light.
cope.
Dark theme only. I haven't set up this computer yet, so yes.
Yeah.
Still.
Reports of subjects driving around town throwing pickles at vehicles and pedestrians.
What?
Pickles.
Pickles.
Suspect vehicle described as a white sedan with multiple occupants.
Pickles.
Pickles.
Okay. Okay, sure.
Let's see.
Pair of scissors. That's not quite a.
No. Someone's threatening an employee with a pair of scissors. Not very.
No.
No.
Frog hemoth on the Fremont Bridge.
Yep. There's a gang members in the park shooting more rounds near the creek. Ugh.
Fun. Let's go down there and start shit.
Report at Carl's Jr. on Southeast 82nd. Report of a female inside yelling she is going to beat everybody up. Also has a big stick. She is not speaking softly, though, but she is carrying a big stick.
Speaking loudly and carrying an even bigger stick.
Report of a female half out of a tent and naked from the waist down. Okay.
Which half is out?
Yeah.
And how do you know this? If she's in her tent and she's if she has a shirt on and her top half is sticking out of the tent and her not wearing pants, is that illegal? You can be naked in Portland, I think. Yeah. Any machetes? Come on. Somebody go crazy with a machete and ruin someone else's day, but not mine. Please. For our entertainment, could you do this, please? A gun?
Caller reporting of a suspicious male in an FAA vest using a drone to look in windows of nearby apartments.
He's in an FAA vest?
Yeah.
Jackass. Oh, God, I just knocked that thing out of the sky.
Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, we're back to where we were last week.
Damn.
No machetes. Get your shit together, Portland.
Why? Today's weird. So weird. I don't know what to say about all this.
Yeah, give up.
All right, well, I'm going to go run up the mountain.
Yeah.
It's a little too hot, though.
I'm going to go DM a game.
Yeah, Justin's DMing tonight. And
Yep.
if you guys are going to be there where he is DMing, maybe you'll see him there. Maybe. No one's watching from Portland, I don't think.
Probably not.
All right, guys. That's the end of the show. See you guys later. That was anticlimactic because I can't see the button. Where's the